Come on in, pull up a chair, and take a load off, because today I'll be unboxing and taking a first look at the Guild of Merchant Explorers from AEG. And we'll begin our journey right after this. Howdy, 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 gang. Welcome once again to the Duct Tape Studios. I'm Jeff McAleer, your host, here at the Gaming Gang channel. As I mentioned in the open, today I will be unboxing and taking a first look at the Guild of Merchant Explorers from AEG. It's designed by Matthew Dunstan and Brett J. Gilbert, with artwork provided by Geralt Landman. The game is for 1 to 4 players, ages 14 and up, plays in around 45 minutes, and does carry an MSRP of $49.99. So let's swing on over to the other camera, because here I've got the Guild of Merchant Explorers, which, funny enough, every time I see the title of this game, I just want to say League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Don't know why. It's what always pops in my head. So before we dive on in, let me point out the fine folks over at AEG were kind enough to provide me with this review copy. But neither I nor anyone else affiliated with the Gaming Gang has received any other sort of compensation for me to share this coverage with you. And these days, it's important that you know that. All right, let's take a look at the back here. The Queen has sent out a call to the Guild of Merchant Explorers, asking brave adventurers to voyage to all corners of the Kingdom of Tagome. While the kingdom is flourishing, its maps have not been updated in some time, and its great cities have lost contact with one another. With your team of explorers, you will journey over rough seas, towering mountains, vast deserts, and lush grasslands to establish trade routes between cities and discover new villages that have emerged. All right. Let's get the shrink wrap off here. This is one of the games that I got to take a little bit of a peek at when I met with the gang from AEG at last year's Gen Con. I did not have an opportunity to demo the game, but I did get to see it set up. I have to say, this looks pretty interesting. And it's also similar in respect to the number of players you can have gathered around playing this at one time is hundreds. Even though it says, on the box, it's for 1 to 4 players, you could conceivably have a bunch of people playing online, kind of along the lines of Tiny Towns, that there is the ability to have a multitude of people playing at the same time. And I thought that was very interesting when I heard that, because for one, I like Tiny Towns, and I think it's kind of cool that you can get a bunch of people together online and play Tiny Towns. Well, that's going to be the case here with Guild of Merchant Explorers as well. So jumping on in here, we're seeing a breakdown of the components, as well as once again, getting the information that was on the back of the box, telling us how the Queen is called to all the explorers to remap the kingdom. So everybody's going to get a matching map. So I guess I thought there were different maps that are available. And I believe later on you could have asymmetrical maps. I'm not positive, but I seem to recall that from when I got a chance to take a peek at it at Gen Con. So the goal, each player aims to earn coins by exploring the map to discover villages, complete trade routes, uncover ruins, and visit discovery towers over the course of 4 eras. Anytime you earn coins, take them from the supply and keep them value side down beside your board until the end of the game. Players may make change with the supply at any time. After 4 eras, the game ends. The player with the most money is the winner. So, talking about the different maps, we've got 4 different types of terrain: grassland, desert, mountain, and sea. So we have blank spaces, coin spaces, ruin spaces, city spaces, and discovery spaces. So we have an exploration deck that we're going to utilize as well. And discussing exploring your map, I believe we're going to mark our boards, which are hexagonal, or the maps are hexagonal. I believe we're going to mark them with cubes to show where we have explored. So it's giving us an example of some of the basic Explorer cards. We have era cards and investigate cards as well. So we have a breakdown of map features and villages, talking about the solitaire mode and our Explorer's Almanac. So yes, there are various different maps. So I guess there are 4. Showing us the treasure cards, investigate cards, and you can record your achievements right there. Okay, so pretty easy to jump through those. We didn't even have, 10 pages of rules? All right, so there we have the rule book. Now we have our maps. As well as a board here, which it looks like we're going to utilize these for our different decks of cards. Going to be my guess. Here we've got our different eras as well. Okay, here are the maps, and nice thick cardstock. Not like you would find for counters and that, but I can tell you right now, has a linen finish, so these should hold up pretty nicely to repeated play. So this is the map that they recommend you start your first game with. Avnia. I'm going to take a guess at that. So everyone's going to have the same map to begin with. Here is one of the other maps. So this is Agon. And it looks like this information's the same on both. So we've got those, and then we've got 4 other dual-sided maps. Nidaria, like so. And Kazan. So those are the maps that you're going to use. Once again, we've got this board. This is nice and thick. Oh, that's kind of cool. On the back of it, we get the Guild of Merchant Explorers. It's not just blank. It's nice. We've got some punch boards as well, or at least one. Yep, one punch board. So here we've got the coins. These are, I think, the different eras, different towers. Looks like these are gems of some sort. So maybe these are treasures. And then these are chests. Maybe these are treasures. And got that there. And dual-sided. So we have single coins, denominations of 5, 10, and 50 as far as the coins go. Next, we've got, I think these are Explorer decks. Got a bunch of stuff in here. We'll take a look at that in a sec. And we also have what appears to be treasure decks. I think these are the exploration cards. So let's open these up. So let's start off with these larger cards here. Get the old handy-dandy hobby knife out. All right, come on. Jeez. I was going to say, the shrink wrap is pretty tight on these. I wonder if each explorer has goals. If everybody has unique goals. Okay, so we've got... Okay, so this deck is for Nadaria, Kazan, Aghon, and Avernia. So we have Discover 5 villages. Discover villages on 3 different lands. Explore 3 ruin spaces along the border of the map. Place 2 discovery towers. So these must, I would take a guess, these, I shouldn't say must, they might be hidden objectives that you have where you can earn additional coins. So it looks as if, as an example here, it says, discover 5 villages and get 10 coins. And then here it's showing 5 coins and an infinity symbol. So does that mean if you discover another 5 villages, you get 5 more coins? I don't know. I have to check, but they all have that little infinity symbol below. So we've got for each of the lands that are available. It looks like these are all pretty much different. Connect 2 cities and 2 ruin spaces with an unbroken chain of explorers or explorers and villages. Discover villages on grassland, desert, and mountain spaces. All right, so we've got the decks for the 4 different lands here. So these cards here are more the traditional kind of European card size. I was going to say, I could have swore it looked like there were 2 different styles. So we've got that. So we have 3 decks. This is actually pretty small. So these are showing different terrain. Okay, so these are Explorer cards. And then these are eras. And it looks like we just have the 5 cards there. So that's kind of interesting. Then we have these cards. Maybe these are the Explorer cards. Because they have like the sextant on them. Explore up to 3 mountain spaces. Double the value of any coins you earn from these spaces. Explore 1 grassland space, then explore up to 3 spaces connected to this grassland space in a straight line. Huh. Explore 1 sea space, then explore up to 5 spaces adjacent to that sea space. So it looks like we'll have kind of almost like orders that are given to the explorers on what they should be doing. Okay. And then we've got treasure. And I'm not sure what that represents. But I guess the more of them you have, the more money you're going to get. I guess that's just 2 coins. 2, I think those are probably villages. 2 villages equal a coin. Huh. Okay. All right. Once again, I got to be honest, I know very little about the mechanics of this game outside of what I saw at last year's Gen Con. Okay, so we've got the 4 different player colors. So it looks as if we have villages. We also have cubes. I think that's it. in each of the colors. And as you can see, these colors will work with folks who are colorblind. So here we've got these. So we've got the village, and then I think these are just the explorers. I think this is what we kind of line up, dropping cubes along the way. And then here, these are the towers that you can build. I think they said they were discovery towers. And they look like so. I am very intrigued. I am very intrigued by this League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Okay, so we have got all of those. We've got the different decks of cards. Let's see. Do I have any baggies floating around? I do not. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to put both these cards and these decks, for the time being, into this baggie so they don't fly all over the box. So we also have the punch board here. We've got the game board here. And then we have the 4 different lands for us to explore, as well as the 10 or so pages of rules. And that's what we find when we take everything from the Guild of Merchant Explorers outside the box. I will have a review of the Guild of Merchant Explorers in the very near future, so be sure to stay tuned. All right, that is it for this time out. Thank you very, very much for swinging on by to check out this first look at the Guild of Merchant Explorers from AEG. And, of course, if you like this video, by all means, please give it a quick thumbs up. Subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel if you haven't already. And if you do subscribe, ding that bell. Well, not only let you know when I upload videos such as this first look, it'll also inform you when my live stream, the Gaming Gang Dispatch, airs live. How many times do I want to say live? Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. Central, right here on YouTube. And of course, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy life to check out this video. And until I see you next time, here's hoping each and every one of you gets to enjoy plenty of great gaming with your gang. Oh, hey, you're still here. Well, if that's the case, by all means, subscribe to the Gaming Gang channel by clicking right here. Check out the latest episode of the Gaming Gang Dispatch, or find out what YouTube recommends you check out from the channel. And of course, once again, I'm Jeff McAleer. Thanks for watching.